Hi everyone. I have read your reflective exercises number 2 and have posted feedback in Blackboard for your review. In general, they were very well done. I'm always interested to see what's going on out there in the variety of industries that we have out there in relationship to conflict. I thought it was interesting this time that how much variety was going on. The general list is we had corporate mergers. There was issues in transparency within a hiring process, team development for a new council. There were 2 of you that talked about lateral violence or eating our young and what that experience was like for you. There was conflicts within a team that was experiencing a change within the organization. There was a change in the care of a delivery, the change in the model of care delivery. One of you talked about the implementation of the computer physician order entry, or CPOE, and another one of you talked about the actual overall change of a corporate mission to move from one ideal to another and what that looked like. It was a great variety, and you all really handled that well. So it was interesting to see how that played out in your own workplaces. One of the best statements that came out that I think summarized really the importance of managing change and managing conflict was written by Sally, one of your classmates. Sally wrote that managing change is about handling the complexity of the process, evaluating, planning, and implementing tactics and strategies to make sure that the changes in the organization are worthwhile and relevant. It is a great reminder that we should not be changing things just to be changing things, that when we experience a change within our organization, we need to do it with purpose. And understand that change often creates crisis, that there are humans, there's processes, all of us are responding to the change, and that in that flux of change, our patients are precariously balanced with their safety and their health and wellness while we're providing care for them in the midst of this change. So I really appreciate Sally's insight with that. From an APA standpoint, there was not a consistent error that I was concerned about. One thing I'd like to see you all evolve in is the use of level 1, 2, and 3 headings. I realize that you feel comfortable using just those level 1 headings, but I want you to go through your APA book and understand that your level headings can be used to really guide your reader, and that not everything is a big bold level 1, that under level 1 are level 2 and level 3 concepts that can be fleshed out and kind of give it a little bit more of a breakdown. But aside from that, everything else was great. I want to talk just briefly about next week. Your work for week 4, you're working on a outline, your reflective exercise 3. Folks, it is an outline, literally an outline. It's okay for you to start out with an opening paragraph, but understand that you should be using an outline format for the rest of the content that goes over the vulnerability cycle. The next thing I want to talk about is your practicum logs. You all will be submitting your first practicum logs. There are 2 things I want you to be mindful of. Your practicum experience should have the 2 primary goals is that you understand how your practicum experience is influencing your practice. You're reflecting on it. You're thinking about what you're accomplishing. That's where you get your aha moments, your pearls of wisdom, the things that you have not thought about in a certain way. When you're sitting at the round table and you think, oh, I hadn't thought about it like that, or you go, that person should not be talking like that, or maybe they should be doing something different. Those are the times when we really understand our practice and how we want to change or be better or evolve. Those personal reflections need to be put in your supportive narrative. It should not just be a bullet point of this is what I did at 1 o'clock, this is what I did at 2 o'clock, this is what I did at 3 o'clock. The robustness comes from the reflection of that experience. So that's the first piece of it. The last part of it, which is the application section where students often get a little bit lost, is understanding that our goal for you is that you can apply your experiences, your aha moments, your insights into the role of the scope and standards of an ANA nurse administrator. So in your application section, you should be specific in which of the standards you addressed during your clinical practicum time. Okay, and you need to cite the ANA scope and standards. That needs to be in your log pages. So that's out there. If you have questions, there's great tutorials in Blackboard under the assignment tab. So go through those and read those to reflect on those, and if you have any questions or concerns. Otherwise, I hope you guys have had a great week. Truly appreciate your patience and grace in being aware that it's Thursday afternoon and you're just getting your grades. I try not to make that a habit. I know that you're trying to integrate changes into work this week. So truly appreciate your patience. My Jonathan is now an official active duty member of the U.S. Navy, so we did that Tuesday, and there was minimal crying and as little public embarrassment as possible. I didn't hold on to his leg or chase the van as it took him to the airport. We're super proud of him and truly appreciate your prayers and well wishes for that process. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I will look forward to reading your work early next week. If you have questions or concerns, folks, know that I'm here. You're not out there by yourself, I promise. Talk to you soon.